I've seen some recipes for marinades using a certain red and white flavoured drink and I want to see if it works with something else. So I've chosen my favourite tipple of choice, which is pretty much similar to the other one I'm talking about, but it's got a bit more of an education, shall we say. So, kind of roundabout way of saying I'm doing something different, but never mind. So I've got my steak here. I'm going to stick that into a dish which is pretty much the same size. I don't want to have to put too much extra stuff in, just to kind of cover it. So first I'm going to add a little bit of light soy. That's a tablespoon, 2. And I'm going to add a wee bit of balsamic vinegar. Because the idea here is to add enough sharp, mellow flavours to counteract the sweet I'm going to get off of that. So I'm also going to add juice of a lime. Now this is a bit of an experiment to do on a really nice bit of meat. But as I said, we don't get red meat at all really. So having the opportunity, I'm going to take it. So just going to squeeze my limes over. So this is hopefully going to negate the extra sweetness and sugar from that, from the can of drink. Now use whatever can you feel you like, whatever brand you prefer, it's entirely up to you. The acidic nature of the carbon dioxide is going to tenderise the meat anyway. So I think that's just about enough to cover. I'll use maybe 2/3 of a can. So I'm going to stick some cling on that and then whack it in the fridge for maybe 4 hours, maybe a little longer. I'll give it a turn in a couple of hours time and see how it's going. Okay, so I've done all my veg prep. So I've got a little bit of carrot, some onion and some celery, a couple of inches of a yellow pepper and about an inch and a half of ginger in 2 lots. So most of it's going in the stir fry, the rest is going in the sauce. And what I'm also putting in the sauce is 1 clove of garlic and about 1 inch of a red chilli, because it's just a 1-person stir fry this. I suspect I'm going to end up making enough for 2 people, but that's fine, I can stick it in the box for later. So my steak has been marinating for about 6 hours now, so I'm just going to pull it out of that. And it's gained this really nice dark colour. So in order for this to grill properly, it does need to be dry before it goes on. So I don't want any pockets of sugary stuff to hit the grill, because then it will just burn. So that patted dry, and you can see where the colours come in from all that Dr. Pepper. I'm not going to waste this marinade. If I was barbecuing, I would reduce it down and use it as a glaze, but I'm stir frying, so I'm going to make a sauce out of it. So what I'm going to do is just take 4 or 6 tablespoons or thereabouts of excuse me, of my liquid. Maybe a bit more than that. Well, maybe ½ an inch of depth in this cup, so whatever you want to do, it's up to you. This is going to reduce down slightly, but not as much as it would if you're making a glaze. And then into that I'm going to put my chilli and my garlic and a little bit of ginger. Now I usually use a bit of tomato ketchup or something like that, but I've recently come across sun-dried tomato puree, and that seems to work better in these. So I'm just going to squidge in about a tablespoon, if it wants to squidge. Yeah. That's fairly unpleasant. So it's not going to add much thickness because that tends to be what the ketchup does. But it's going to add a rich flavour without adding sweetness, which is what I'm getting from the marinade. So that is my sauce. I've got a lime on the side here. I'm going to grate the zest on. I've already got juice in the marinade, so I shouldn't need any more in there. So now let's start cooking. Rested for a couple of minutes. Now you want about half of this. See, that's really nice and medium. Maybe a bit closer to rare, but I like that. Just going to chop in some mushroom cubes. That. That's plate. Not too concerned about presentation. Just going to put a little bit of this juice over the top. Now the rest of that I'm going to save and put in the pot with the other one, the other half, just so it stays moist. So that is my golden stir fry with Dr. Pepper steak and grilled watermelon.